Take care, guys.
There we go. And we are live. A little coffee this morning. Barely morning still, but it is morning. Another 30 minutes. Whoops. LA Collections, my man, what's up? How you doing, my dude? Good to see ya. Got a little bit to go through today. Not a ton, but a little bit. Parker, good to see you, my friend. John's Arcade. All is going well, my friend. Thank you for asking. Hope all is well in your neck of the woods as well. When are we going to see that redemption? Love to see the redemption. Probably be a while, I'm assuming. Austin Farmer. How's it going, my friend? Look at all these quality people I have in here. And check it out. Today I've got to redo some moderators. Put some people back as moderators. And you guys want to be moderators in my channel? Need some help? It will be here Friday by 8 p.m. Sweet! I'm excited to see that thing, dude. Really excited. I'm too excited for too long, probably. I've been antsy. That is odd. Trying to look at ESPN, but it won't even give me baseball on here. Ah, there we go. Got to check out what the big deals are that have happened since we last talked. I don't think the Bumgarner deal had gone through yet. But Bumgarner, ooh, signed with a division rival of the Colorado Rockies, Arizona Diamondbacks. Ugh. Now, it's a 5-year contract. I mean, the dude's too old for 5 years, right? That seems crazy. Parker Card Breaks, what am I up to? Oh, dude, I'm just kicking it today. I've got some mail day that I've got to open. Well, we've already opened it, but I just got to show you guys what I got. And then show some Bowman that I got. I'm going to open some of the 2019 Bowmans. So I'm going to be opening stacks of that throughout the week. See how it goes. Sleeping all day, Durango stream all night. Yes, it happens a lot. Me too, my friend. Thinking about it every day now. It's hard not to, dude. Thank you, Camden Disney. Appreciate it. Stopping by to say hello to everyone. Can't stay because of school. Don't worry about it, Camden. I appreciate you stopping by. Education is important, unless it's state-sanctioned education, and then less important, but still important. Yeah, Bum did go through 5 years, and it just seems like too much. It seems too much. It seems like a too big of a contract. Now, I don't like that he's in our same division. I really don't like that. What's up, Funkin'? Nice stream you had there, man. Sorry I only caught the end of it, but yeah, nice stream so far. Day is going well. Thank you, Camden. Appreciate that. I don't know why this always goes off to commercial. Super irritating. So I did get some stuff that I'm going to go through. I'm not going to spend a ton of time beating around the bush today. Not that I do that all the time, but got some stuff from Hard R, Dan at Hard R Cards. Hooked a brother up with some Nolan Arenado cards. So I sent him some What did I send him? Jazz cards, I'm sure. I believe this was from Hard R. Yeah. So I got a Nolan Arenado here from Bowman Platinum. That's this year's, I believe, 2019. Gypsy Queen of Nolan Arenado. Both cards I've got. Ooh, cool. Look at this. Nolan Arenado patch. That's a pretty cool patch. That's going to be from the Topps company. Topps... What set is that from? Independence Day was from Update? I can't remember. But that's pretty legit ski. I do already have this card, but that is awesome. I think I have that card. And then one number to 499, a patch card of Nolan Arenado from Chronicles. Very cool. Stamping himself as an A-lister at the plate. This was... this is an exclusive list. One whose members range from Hall of Famers Joe DiMaggio and Hank Aaron to modern stars Albert Pujols and Andrew McCutchen. Arenado climbed aboard with a booming double on June 16, 2017, giving him at least 25 two-baggers for the 5th straight season. Wow, that's pretty nice. Paired with 10 homers and 50 RBIs, he joined Select Company by hitting those totals in each of his first 5 campaigns. This is why I don't know why. I mean, if Nolan ever leaves Colorado, his card might be the most valuable card out there, besides Trout. I mean, the dude is just amazing. And then check this out. A Garrett Hampson numbered to 99 on-card auto. Dude, Hard R, you did not have to do that, man. That is legitski cool. Sorry, I didn't even realize I didn't have the camera on me. That is sweet. I think this is my 4th Garrett Hampson auto of this year, but this is the first one with that low of numbering. I don't think I have anything with that low of numbering, so Dan is the man, yeah. Parker card breaks, I agree. 5 years is definitely too much, in my opinion. It's just too much. Dan has all the Jazz cards ever made. Between you and I, yeah, we're going to hook him up. I've got a bunch more I've got to send him, so I've got a pile that's stacking up again. Dan claimed himself as your unofficial life coach. Yeah, well, he was the one... Wasn't he the one giving you all the bad advice the other day about your sex life? I kid with you, Austin, about it, but, you know, I made some severe mistakes going down that road, and it took a long time to heal from that, so... The mixer did not happen, Jaffa, not yet. We tried. I wanted to come on Sunday, but I wasn't feeling very good on Sunday at all. And so I didn't stream Sunday. And then yesterday I was just too busy with work. Wait, what is today? Is today Wednesday? Did I miss a day somewhere? I did miss a day somehow. I don't know. Chinese food is heaven, even if it's real Chinese food. That's debatable. Right across from where I used to work up in Denver, there was this Chinese restaurant that was just called Chinese food. There was no name. Just called Chinese food, and it said $1.89 a scoop. So you could get all of your Chinese food by the scoop. Every single week, my business partner, not my business partner, my CFO would go over there and then end up on the toilet for like a half an hour afterwards. I was like, why do you continue to go over there? It's so good. Whatever, dude. If you like that. However, it probably did taste good. Reshiram and Charizard. I bought this card from Tessa. If you guys don't know her, check her out. She runs a store. I don't know if she runs any content on YouTube, though. She has a store there in Canada. Urban knows her well, so. Anyways, what's up, Paige? Good to see you. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a few days. Sorry I've been off for so long, but today is the day of Wednesday, yes. Doing a break. No, I'm not doing a break right now. I'm just looking at some cards that I got, but I will be doing a football break, which will be on the site tonight because I finally got all the rest of the products. So the football break will be on the site tonight, and if we get it filled, we can break that football tomorrow. So that'd be kind of fun to do. Football's on Thursdays with the football game that goes on Thursday. Anyways, I bought 2 Pokemon cards, Reshiram and Charizards from Tessa. Both of them looked like they were really good condition and really good shape, and definitely gradable cards. So I'm sending both of these to PSA, hoping that I can get 10s on both of these. So I spent about $200 on them, and if I get 10s, I could definitely make more than that. If I don't, then I could probably break even. So It just kind of depends on what the grades are coming back. So it was a little bit of a risk, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Probably spent about what they were worth. But yeah, hopefully I can get PSA 10s. I've been to Taiwan and Hong Kong. Real Chinese food is way better, but from here is good. Even from here, I tend to agree with you. It's pretty hard to screw up Asian food. I love it. I'm good. I'm extremely busy. You probably won't see me around much for a while. I heard you were buying a house, Paige. That's congratulations. That's awesome. Joey, getting ready to head to the infusion center for my hours of fun. That does not sound fun, Joey. I'm sorry, my buddy. But we'll be with you in spirit. LA collections, John, very cool. But I need to scratch Japan and Korea off my places to go list. I do too. That'd be awesome. So I went to the card shop today, and I just opened a few packs there with my mom because I was helping her out moving some stuff for a Christmas play that my nieces and nephews are doing. So I bought a few Phoenix packs and wanted to open them. It was from the same box that I have one of the packs ready for my break. And both of them had dummy cards in my pack. So I'm hoping that the pack that's in the break isn't a dummy card. Because it was a thicker pack too. So that would be kind of cool if we actually did get a hit out of that one in the break. But I got 2 Miles Sanders. I don't even know that name. Lawton Vander Esch. Leighton Vander Esch. Something like that. Jamal Adams. Amari Cooper. Gonna have a little Jarrett Stidham there. Little Jordan Humphrey. It's in a New Orleans Saints. Yeah, I thought little Jordan was with New England for some reason. I don't know why. I thought that. Kenny Galladay. Definitely a phenomenal wide receiver this year. Le'Veon Bell. And then the only hit card that I got out of there was a good one. It was George Kittle for the San Francisco Giants. And this is going to be numbered to 299. So it's not super low numbering. You can see it. But it is a George Kittle, and he is the premier tight end in the league right now. So I was pretty happy to pull that one. So that was from Phoenix Packs. If you guys don't know what those look like, that's this, Panini Phoenix 2019. So if you have any interest in those, pretty cool looking cards. I like them. It's a good looking set. Buying a house and fixing this one to sell. Royal Pain. Yeah, I understand that. I got to do some fixing up on the house I am in because my neighbors just sold and they got a good price on theirs. And I was like, maybe it's time for me to think about selling this sucker or at least renting it out or something. So that's going to be the plan. I would love to go to Japan or Korea. Both of them would be awesome. My uncle was stationed in Seoul, Korea during, I don't remember, his deployment in the military. I don't remember when, though, to be fair. Yeah, I was in 5 earthquakes overnight in Japan, and I was ready to leave. Yeah, that would be a little gnarly. I've been in one earthquake that I could feel that was kind of gnarly, and that was an earthquake in California. I was laying on the couch, and the chandelier started to move, and you get a little unnerved because you're not sure what to do. You know, I'm from Colorado. We don't have these things. So it was a little unnerving, but made it through that one. Realized, okay, they're not terrible. Although, they can be gnarly. Holy cow, there's some of those earthquakes can be so gnarly. Eagles fan, Sanders had a good game. Miles Sanders. So I got 2 of them. And one of them was just a regular. The other one looks like an insert or a parallel or something. Maybe it is part of the base set, but just a different, like a parallel. Because it looks like it's numbered as far as the base set goes, so it's probably part of the base set. I don't understand how you have 2 players that are part of the base set. Or same player. Doesn't make much sense. Alright, see you, Paige. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I don't know what to make of people. Homes that leave are super nice, but I hear natives aren't great. Now you're talking about Japan or Korea still. One of my closest friends is from Korea. Parents still live there. He was going to go see them over their break, but he chose to stay here and make money. Yeah, smart move, probably. It's probably expensive to go back to Korea. The Hobbyist, what's up, my man? Good to see ya. Vander Esch, nice player, really. It's somebody I don't know much about. I'll have to check into that. Van Der Esch a little bit more. I try to do that with players quite often. You know, I'll go through later and check my cards and I'm like, oh, look at this. For instance, the other day I went back through from cards that I opened at the beginning of the year and found this guy in there. Lamar Jackson, Ravens rookie wave from playoff. Had no clue that I had pulled this card. Probably wasn't the beginning of the year, but it was a little while ago. I had no clue that I had pulled it, and here I have Lamar Jackson rookie card. So I was kind of excited about. I didn't really know anything about Lamar Jackson, in fairness, and now he's like the guy in the NFL. He's amazing. You see him beat teams, and then afterwards, all their players are coming up asking for his autograph on their jerseys and stuff. It's crazy. Like when you know you're good when all the NFL players want your auto. You know you're good. Like, you've broken through. Holy cow. That's pretty cool. I've seen that happen before, but only with, like, Peyton Manning. This guy's in his second year. Second year. We're having tons of people go up and, you know, professionals. It's crazy. Korea. I had a bunch of Koreans when I worked at Mount Pisgah Academy. It's this boarding academy in North Carolina. And a lot of exchange students came from Korea and make kimchi every night in the dorm. It would smell so bad, but it tasted so good. I love that kimchi stuff. And I learned some Korean from them. Usually the curse words is the first thing that they teach you. So I know those. And then I took Taekwondo when I was younger, so I know how to count to 10 in Korean too. A few other Korean words, but not much. I did like Taekwondo, and then I took it this last year, actually. When I first moved back, I started taking it with my niece. But then she got busy with some other stuff, and we haven't been back in a while. I'd love to go and take it, though, because it only costs us like $20 a month for 2 lessons per week. That's pretty sweet. So I've never opened any of this Bowman, but I'm going to for myself. This is my personal box. Now, the reason why I chose this to be a personal box instead of a break, I overpaid for this box. So I'm going to suck the cost up on that one. Instead of dropping it back down and giving the price, I wanted to open some myself. So I'm going to open this whole box for myself and buy another one for a break. Because I overpaid by quite a bit. Probably $40, maybe $50. Now the price is going up on it, so it could come to where I bought it for. But I spent a little too much. Now I got a good deal on the other stuff that I bought there in Vegas. But this was definitely not a good purchase there. I was excited about it. I wanted to see it. So we're doing bottom right corner today. We'll see what we can find in there. Kind of excited about this product because, like I said, I have not opened it this year. So a beautiful Korean who knows how to cook, 100. I'll take that any day, man. Any day. Everybody teaches the bad words first. You kind of have to. Lou Rock, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Bowman's Best is supposed to drop today, I think. Yeah. As soon as Bowman's Best drops, then I finally start opening Bowman. Should have opened it a little while ago. Josh Hader, Aaron Nola, Edwin Diaz, Odor, Edward Cabrera. That's his Bowman first. It's going to be a chrome card. Pull that aside. Nice. Kyle Lewis, 88. I don't know much about Kyle Lewis at all, so any help there would be nice. If you guys know Nolan Gorman, Blaze Alexander, that's a first Bowman. That looks chrome as well. Interesting. I'm kind of curious. What is the base number on this set? 575, 575. I'm assuming there's parallels. Diaz and Fado. So you guys are going to have to help me with this set because I really don't know much of these guys. I know a few of the big names when it comes to prospects, but not much. That's just 2019 Bowman, so you're going to get some prospects mixed with some of the older dudes. Rowdy Tellez, rookie card. Mike Trout, very cool. Scooter Gannett. Salvador Perez. Ooh, a Nico Horner. I'll take that. Pete Alonso, ready for the show. I have to sleeve that sucker. Very cool. Keegan Thompson. Anthony K. It's going to be a chrome card. Dylan Cease and Roberto Ramos. Go in my Rocky pile. Clint Frazier, Joe Adele, Wander Franco, Kopech, McNeil, Goman, Alexander, Kyle Tucker, top names in 2019. Jordan. Yeah. Dibs on Frazier and Adele's. LOL. That is an LOL. However, I do set aside cards for my moderators and send them to them kind of on a monthly basis. So if you are a mod in my channel, then you do have a chance of getting any of these cards that I pull that I don't PC. Luke Baker's a huge sleeper prospect, literally huge, 265 pounds. That is a huge boy in baseball. Holy cow. Adames Garcia, we'll pull him out. Bryce Wilson, he's a rookie card. DJ Stewart, another rookie. Brandon Lowe, Rookie of the Year. I like that card a lot and put that in my sleeve pile. Anthony K. We have Baker Lucan. Nova Whitley. It's going to be a chrome card too. First Bowman chrome, actually. Very nice. Whitley and Peter Lambert goes in my Rocky pile. So far, no hits. Luke Baker is a huge sleeper prospect. Did I pull a Luke Baker at all? Or am I just recognizing that name because I reread your message? Probably. Almost as big as Vladdy. Yeah, Vladdy's a big boy. Chris Davis. We're going to have Brandon Crawford here. Ronald Guzman. Chris Bryant. Here we've got Franklin Kilome. Kilome? Oh, there we go. Cool. It's not obviously the on-card auto. I think you get 2 or 3 of these in every box. Jacob deGrom. I like him. It's a cool card. I wish it was an actual auto. That'd be really sweet. It's the first one out of there. So we'll put that aside. There's another one. Roberto Ramos on his first Bowman. And that is a chrome card. Very nice. Chrome versus paper. The paper ones look nice, though. I really like the paper ones. Baker was once a two-way player at TCU. It hit 96 on the mound, but Tommy John cost him his career on the mound. Wow. It's unfortunate. Tommy John's, man, it does it to a lot of people. Luckily, it's not a death sentence anymore. De Los Santos, rookie. We have a Zach Greinke here. Eugenio Suarez. Brian Anderson. Jonathan India. It's going to be a chrome. Lee Khalil. I'm calling it Khalil. Put it in my chrome pile. Ethan Hankins. Forrest Whitley. It's going to be a chrome card. Ooh, Nick Senzel. Very nice. Put that in my sleeve pile. I like me some Nick Senzel. Alright, last pack of this stack. And we'll do the rest other videos. But I was excited to get into this and see Chance Adams, Justice Sheffield. Ooh, your boy Cedric Mullins. Jonathan Loisiga. That's kind of cool. William Contreras. Ian Anderson. Austin Riley. Talent Pipeline. Brady Singer. Brent Honeywell. Hunter Green. Royce Lewis. And Orelvis Martinez. Orelvis Martinez. That's got to be it. So it doesn't look like we got much out of that. That's all right. Chance Adams just got designated for assignment. Fantastic. Great stuff right there. Put our chrome ones on top. The ones I got a sleeve. So not terrible. I wasn't really impressed with that section, though. I didn't get any big hits out of it. So wait until tomorrow. Hopefully we'll find something nice out of it then. But yeah, that was a little bit of a bummer. But once again, it's a product that I haven't opened before, haven't seen before, so I'm kind of excited to see it. Other than that, we are trying to work on Mega Baseball Mixer number 6. We have, I think, 19 spots available, so I'm going to drop the link in here if you guys have any interest in getting into this break. We're going to try and break it as soon as it fills. Let me get the link for you real quick. It's going to be an optic box, a Ty Cobb box. We're going to have a Topps gold label plus Topps Chrome Jumbo, which has been one of my favorite products this year, in all honesty. I really like Topps Chrome, especially the jumbo boxes. It's been solid. Yeah, I really can't wait for baseball to start either for 2020. It feels like we're just lagging here. Hasn't been that long and I'm already like jonesing. See you, Lou. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. People run. That's right. You better run. All right. So, anyways, that was what I had opened earlier. I went and looked at PSA and checked what was going on there because it's been a while, and I started to find some information from some other people as well. So I guess some other guys have had their stuff in for like 80 days and it still hasn't been graded and sent back, and that's on a 45-day turnaround. So they were wondering what the heck was going on, what was going to happen with their cards, and finally they got information about it, and they are going to get a voucher when their cards come back for the amount of time that they went over their submission days that they were that they promised. So if you have like 45 days and you go 80 days, then they're going to give you a certain amount of money based on how long they went. So I'd like to see what that voucher's for, how much that voucher's for, because I have 5 orders in right now. I'm about to send my 6th out this week. So that'll be, or 6th and 7th. I'll have 2 more orders out this week. So I'm mildly concerned. You know, it's going to take forever for those to come back. Price drops so much on those sometimes in that time that they're in there that, you know, your peak selling time is gone, which is unfortunate. It's probably what happened with a lot of these products came out and people just flooded PSA and Beckett with all the cards. Because there were so many products released there at the end that's probably what's happening there. Now have this bottleneck that they got to get through. It's pretty irritating. So we have another trade that I had missed earlier, but it was a Corey Kluber trade. Wow. I didn't see that Kluber trade. Corey Kluber from the Indians for center fielder Delino DeShields. And Emmanuel Clase, who recorded a 2.31 ERA. That's pretty good. With the Rangers. Ranked as the team's number 30 prospect. Wow, it's for the team's number 30 prospect. That's pretty low prospect, but trying to get some more pitching help there in India, or Cleveland, I guess. Interesting. That's a interesting trade there. Corey Kluber. We'll see how that plays out. There's all this talk about the Arenado trade. There is no Arenado trade, and there's not going to be an Arenado trade. So, there you go. A lot of people think that's going to happen just because the Rockies are fielding calls, but, you know, Arenado has a no-trade clause. So he's the one who gets to sign off on that. And unless he gets a call from a big-name team and a lot of money, he's going to play the 3 years out. He's going to give it the 3 years. I promise you. He's already making bank. What's up, Dan? How you doing? I just went through your cards that you sent me earlier. Thanks, buddy. That was awesome. He's from Coppell, near Texas, near Dallas. I don't know where that's at. Spent very, very little time in that general area. Been to Texas a few times, but I've spent very little time in Texas. So I bought some more packs today. Did I pull them out already? yeah, I did. Some more of our Prism packs. Now, we haven't hit any autos or anything out of these yet. And there are 3 guaranteed, I think, in the box. And I've opened 2 packs myself and bought 2 more. He's had 1 of those hits out of the box, I believe. So there's still 2 left in it, and there were 3 packs when I left. So five packs there that were left, and of those 5, I think there were 2 hits, and I picked 2 packs. So hopefully we got the 2 hit packs. Who knows? What's up, Bobby? Good to see you. But we will find out. So these are Panini Prism. If you guys haven't opened these packs yet, they're pretty solid packs to open. I have liked Panini Prism so far. But we're looking for some solid rookies out of here. Good auto, maybe a patch card. Something. Hook a brother up. Ezekiel Elliott. Vance McDonald. Nelson Aguilar. There's a Calvin Ridley. Are you following him, Bobby? It could be. Stephon Diggs. Michael Thomas for the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Cooks, Los Angeles Rams. Archie Manning, New Orleans Saints. Throwback right there. Richard Sherman for the 49ers. Mark Ingram II. This looks like it's numbered to 15. Autographed. Sweet. Dude, look at that. Mark Ingram II auto. That's the best football auto I have pulled this year. For sure. Myself, at least. Little Jordan Humphrey, Julian Love. Mark Ingram II. What a player. Numbered to 15, dude. That is awesome. Sheboygan! Check that card out. It's a sticker auto. It's a little unfortunate. But that's pretty sweet. Number to 15, Mark Ingram II. Hot diggity, man. I'll take that any day of the week. Hot diggity, he said. Keep getting texts. The power's out at my apartment. Too bad. I'm not at home. You like being home when the power's out? I don't know jack about football. Can't help you out on info. Don't worry about it. I know football enough to be dangerous. I was pretty happy with that Mark Ingram. That's a card you want right there, my friends. That is a card you want. Zach Ertz. We have a Ryan Fitzpatrick. Hayden Hurst. Jadeveon Clowney. Cameron Brate. Keelan Cole. There's a Tiki Barber. It looks like there's some more color in here. Marcel Aitman. Jerome Bettis. The Bus. Brett Ripien. Rashawn Gary. Ooh, a Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, sweet. Number 2. No, it's not going to be no. Oh, yeah, it is. 249. Jimmy Garoppolo card. I like that, too. I have an auto of Jimmy Garoppolo. Is it from the same Prism? No, I don't think so. Let me check my Garoppolo auto. Sticker autos are bad, okay? It's easy, okay? Bum ba dum ba dum. No, this was from Panini Honors that I got the Jimmy Garoppolo. It is a sticker auto, too. They shouldn't do sticker autos. I agree with you. Make the guy touch the card. A sticker auto doesn't count. This one's also numbered to 15, which is pretty legit-ski. But I'm pretty stoked about this Mark Ingram. I mean, that is a card to pull right there. Mark Ingram II, numbered to 15. Unfortunately, it's a sticker auto. Jimmy Garoppolo sounds like a character from the show Friends. Sounds definitely Italian. Hey, Garoppolo. For sure. Friends was based in New York. There's a lot of Italians in New York. I assume I've only been to New York once. Kind of interesting. I don't know if I liked it or not. I like Central Park a lot because it reminded me of Colorado in the middle of the city. Alright, thanks, Bobby. I'll try and keep you entertained while you're away. How you doing? Yeah. Mark Ingram II. Sensational Signatures, numbered to 15. Beautiful card. Man, that's got to be the best football card I've pulled this year. Now, that Jimmy Garoppolo I did not pull. Jimmy Garoppolo I won out of a break. So, technically I pulled it, but this break was kind of a high-end break. You spend money for one card. You're like, well, we'll see what happens. I spent $100 for one card, and I got that Jimmy Garoppolo. So, that's not bad. It's not great. Probably worth about $100, honestly. So, I'm really hoping that he does well, because I spent probably too much on it. Well, about what I should have. But see, there's a problem with that. I don't want to do that very often. I do that every once in a while when I like the players in the break. But you might as well just go buy the card straight up. The other reason why I like doing it is because sometimes if I spend $100, I can get a card like that Ted Williams. I spent $130, I got a Ted Williams out of there. You get a chance at one of those cards, and I just got super lucky that day. Holy cow, I still can't believe I pulled that card. I mean, I'm just shocked. It was quite the pull. But anyways, so that's why I'll get into those breaks every once in a while, because you get a shot at those guys where, to buy that Ted Williams straight up is going to be ridiculously expensive. So, yeah, New York. Well, here's how I kind of describe the East Coast, West Coast differences. So East Coast, people are brutally honest with you. They just tell you how it is. So there's no sugarcoating it with the people on the East Coast. They're just straight up. Good and bad thing. It comes off as abrasive for those of us in the West, but they're honest. They tell you how it is. But later, hobbyist, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping in. And on West Coast, people, they straight up lie to you. I mean, they have a totally different world, fake world built. Everything about them is fake. And it's all just a fake world. Plastic surgery, fake boobs, fake lips, fake everything. So, I almost prefer the East Coast, because at least they're honest. Even though it feels abrasive, at least they're honest. Big believer in buying the cards straight up. Boxes are a rabbit hole unless you're in a break. So, I tend to agree with you, and that's kind of how my collecting is shifted more and more. I open packs for content on the channel, and because it's still fun to open packs, I really like doing that. However, if you're really wanting to collect a card, just go out and buy it. If you have a card in mind, just go out and buy it. If you really think about it, the odds in you pulling that card are going to be kind of ridiculous. So the reason why I open packs and boxes still without buying stuff straight up is because sometimes I want to pull cards that, I haven't seen before. I want to get some card that might be kind of valuable and turn around and flip it and sell it, make a little money off of it. I do it because I think there is a profitable chance of making your money back when you open stuff. As long as you go all the way with it, which I do, which is get the card graded, and I follow that all the way to completion. So grade them, sell them, go from there. I think that's kind of how I've started collecting more and more. If I really want a card that I, from a guy that I like, I'm just going to go and eBay it. Find it on eBay and buy that thing. Otherwise, I'm just open to hope, hope that I pull something cool. And you do sometimes. You get some, cool color out of things. Like the other day, I just bought that, that $40 box of Chrome cards that you can get at Walmart. And pulled that Keston Hira on card. Auto, green, number 2, 99. So I got that out of that box from, that $40 box from Walmart of Chrome cards. That's pretty awesome, The card's worth way more than $40. So I've opened a few of those Chrome boxes, and as long as I can keep my luck going, you kind of think of it as your poker bankroll, right? You play off your winnings. And if you get down to where you don't have any winnings left, then quit buying boxes. Just buy stuff straight up. But I like playing a little off my winnings. And yeah, it's not easy to afford. I completely understand that, Austin, because you can't afford to gamble on breaks half the time. Unless, of course, it's, a cheap break, like a $5 break or something you can get into. Of course, you can do that. But I still like opening boxes, though. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. But Dan, I know you like buying cards straight up, especially when you're ambient-induced purchases. Which, hey, you're usually pretty happy with the outcome of those purchases, from what I understand. And then there's Texans. Texas is one giant family. If you're from Texas, you've got each other's backs. I'll tell you, Texas is a different place. It's a whole different country, basically. My buddy is a dentist. He was in Denver for a long time. He just moved out to Texas, lives in close to Amarillo now, Pampa. And it's he says it's just like all oilmen out there. Like a ton of oil guys that own a load of land just all over the place. And so there isn't a lot of public land because it's so much private ownership from these oil companies, and they're just filthy rich. So that's kind of how I want. I'd like to go to live in the flat someday, kind of live in a compound away from cities and society. I'm split on Kesta. He has a high ceiling, but I feel like he's being overvalued. In the card community, I absolutely agree. I think that there is a similar situation. Like, there's a premium put on him right now. He's got much fewer cards than a lot of the other rookies do. And people are really kind of pouncing on it right now. I think it's because the end of the card collecting season, you're starting to look for any potential you can find out there. So, I tend to agree with you on Keston here, and that's why I think he's a good sell right now. I want to send this in and get it graded and flip it as soon as possible before the next season starts, because I actually think he's coming down. I think he's a little overpriced. So I agree with you on that. Talk to the wife, going to see her in a few hours. You don't have to apologize to me for that, man. You do what your wife you do what your wife says. We were once a country. Yes, you were, back in the days. What your friend says is true about North and West Texas. Yeah, that's where he lives. So, I mean, my goodness, I drove across just the Panhandle. It took forever, but Texas is huge. Although it's funny, Texas is big and dwarfed by Alaska. Now, Alaska, talk about an amazing purchase from the U.S. The U.S. purchased Alaska for, was it $15 million? Came out to, I can't remember if it was, I think it was 2 cents an acre, I believe is what it came out to. 2 cents an acre. Which is insane. That was one of the cheapest purchases of all time. I mean, $15 million. If you think about that, just us guys from the card collecting community, we could get 15 of us together and probably get a loan for that much money and buy all of Alaska. Maybe 20, 30 guys from here, but whatever. Let's say we get 30 guys together, an investment group, and we could have owned Alaska. That's insane. The Louisiana purchase was almost as good. No, I'm sorry. Alaska was $7 million. Yeah, Alaska was $7 million. It was the Louisiana purchase that was $15 million. So the Louisiana purchase was almost double the amount that Alaska was, but you got a lot more land, and price per acre I think was 4 cents per acre. So it's insane. Imagine that, $7 million and you can buy Alaska. That's like An okay house in Beverly Hills. Not even a great one. Okay. It's insane. Projecting another 200 hit season from Devers. I predict Devers is going up next year too. I'm sorry, I missed this chat here. Yeah, my prediction is that Devers is going up as well. I think that Devers is an underrated third baseman for sure, because I think the dude is kind of dwarfed by a few of the other players in the league. But yeah, I think Devers is somebody that don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on Devers. High def, got you on my 50-inch flat screen. Nice. Didn't do any like skin work. Haven't used any products today, so hopefully high def isn't too terrible for you. I don't have any screen makeup on either. Now, I have never ever put on makeup in my life for any kind of. I mean, that's not true. I don't know how to get out of this one now. I mean, when I was younger, my sister put makeup on my eye to make it look like I had a black eye because we were trying to, like, prank my parents. That doesn't really count, though, right? But I'm amazed at how many people use makeup to go on YouTube. Like, guys even. Put makeup on so that you look good on screen. I'm like, oh, come on, dude, really? I guess they just don't like how they look. High def. I doubt anybody from this community does that, but I've seen people in so many other communities. Ridiculous. Devers is similar to Andujar, in my opinion. Both are hitters, but poor fielders. Andujar hit 297 with 47 doubles, 27 homers, and 92 RBIs as a rookie. Look at what the fielding does for people, though. I mean, Nolan Arenado is the best fielder I have ever seen, and he doesn't get very much credit for that. I mean, he does, obviously. You know, he gets credit for being a great fielder. But most talk comes down to people's offense. If you can't hit that ball, 30 bombs a season, and if you're not going to be hitting a average it's 280 plus, they're not talking about you. So you got to be a hitter. You got to be a hitter because you can't expect to be in the conversation if you rely solely on defense. And I think defense matters. It just matters so much less when it comes to these guys, being premium names in the game, especially in the American League. It's unfortunate, but American League has just got a premium on hitters, and I think it's ridiculous. American League needs to stop this DH nonsense because it just overvalues hitters, and in a game where they're already valued over defense. I mean, that to me is not right. We need to figure out a way to square the playing field a little bit more. It is all about the bat when it comes to the dollar signs, for sure. For sure. I think Nolan Arenado will be talked about his defense for a long time, and his offense luckily is phenomenal. So, he's a once in a lifetime player, but if you have some guy like Nolan that's just legit lights out at defense but is carrying, 220 average, 240 average, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to try and sign him or talk to him. I mean, nobody cares, I'm gorgeous enough, makeup would take away from my handsome face. That's exactly how I feel about it. It's kind of like when people are like, hey, you want to go out drinking with us? I'm like, you guys need 4 or 5 beers to catch up with me? Because I'm naturally at that level, bro. I'm just that entertaining. I'm just playing. The girls like the bat, boys. Give the nuts a hug. Oakland drafted a high schooler in 2017 in the second round. Could have been a first rounder, but his bat prevented him. He's a Gold Glove shortstop and showing it in the minors. Nick Allen is his name. Yeah, Arenado's bat is incredible, and that's why I think he is literally that once-in-a-lifetime player at that position. I mean, my goodness. His bat's amazing. He's won a Gold Glove every year that he's been in the league. I think he's got 3 Silver Sluggers, 1 or 2 Platinum Gloves. He's gone to the All-Star game pretty much every year. That's not true. I think he's been 3 or 4 times, but he should have been way more than that, in my opinion. And if he ever gets traded to a team like New York, Los Angeles, maybe even the Angels, if he goes home to Southern California or to any big market team on the East Coast, then, like I said, I believe his card is just going to spike. It's just going to jump through the roof. So I don't want him to get traded because I love him on the Rockies, and I believe he won't get traded for at least the next 2 years. I believe he'll wait out that trade clause. But after that, either the Rockies better win a series or Arenado better get traded to a big-name team because, the guy shouldn't be the best player to never win. Be another Todd Helton situation. Todd Helton was a great, phenomenal first baseman and never won a series. In fact, he didn't even win a playoff game until it took him a long time. He'd been to the series finally. It was his last year, or last opportunity was that 2007-2008 season. And then after that, we just pooped the bed again. Yeah, Arenado's just a Gold Glove machine, dude. I'll bet he'll win Gold Glove every year of his life. Could be wrong. Or of his baseball career. Yeah, Arenado would sky. I mean, look, if the Rockies went deep into the playoffs or actually made it to the series and even lost, that would still help Arenado's stock a lot. But you gotta win if you really want, and if you really want to do something. And the Rockies have a real problem right now with being able to put some good pitching together. We've overspent on our bullpen hugely. And Brian Shaw has, just not lived up to expectations whatsoever. Whatever our closer, I can't remember his name. I always do this. I fart his name every time I get it live. But both of them, I think, are getting like $10 million a year, and they're just awful. So it looks like Scott Oberg's probably going to be the closer for next year. We have what's his face coming back, Kyle, hometown boy. Jonathan Gray, who I still think is pretty phenomenal. He had a kind of a slump there for a little bit, but John Gray and Herman Marquez. I mean, those three guys should be pretty solid for a good rotation. And if we can plug two other guys in there that are going to be decent, that's where I think the Rockies need to spend their money, is get us a solid 5-player rotation and work on your bullpen next. But we've never had good starting pitching, guys that can take us into the 6th, 7th inning. Give us good quality starts. Yeah, Kyle Freeland, sorry. Yeah, Kyle Freeland got sent down last year even, but honestly, his stuff is filthy. Absolutely filthy. If he gets a little control, he's young. Yeah. Got a numbered Blackman. I was like, in Lockman. Got a numbered Blackman. Oh, Peachy. You don't need to do that, man. That's awesome. From what set? Somebody else sent me a numbered Blackman. Urban sent me one. I'm actually sending it in to get graded, which is a pretty cool one. This one's numbered to 25. This is the All-Star Game card. Topps Chrome. Well, I thought that one was pretty neat. Yeah, what set? Oh, I wonder. I love Blackman, dude. Love him. If they can get some pitching, they will. We're going to have trouble with that forever. And it's just because pitching in Colorado at altitude is kind of difficult. The air is thinner and the ball doesn't spin as much, so you don't have nearly as much movement on your breaking balls. Now, your fastball should be quicker. Should have a faster fastball. Urban was kind of nice to hook me up with that. I couldn't believe it, but that's a nice little card. Gotta find it. All right, cool, man. Well, yeah, let me know. I'll trade you for it. I love Blackman, so I'm always trying to get stuff graded. I want to go get a bunch of stuff graded. $20 per card is too much. Yeah, Austin generally is, and that's why, when I first saw that, I was like, there's no way I'm spending $20 a card, and I don't now. I always send my stuff in bulk. So if I can get an order in that goes for, 50 cards, I think it's $10 a card. 100 cards, it comes down to $8 a card. So yeah, so Funkin', what of it? You can take it however you want. Austin joined a grading group on Facebook. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. $12. That's not bad at all. I've started to do grading, and I've started to put grading on my site so that people can send stuff with my bulk submission. And I had it at $20, but I'm going to drop it down to $15 so that people can send stuff in, because I still make a little money off the 15. So please keep saying I love Blackman. I'm dying. Urban, you are, or Funkin, you've got a juvenile sense of humor. That's why I like you. Because I also have a juvenile sense of humor. I've been watching Workaholics. If you haven't seen Workaholics, that's juvenile humor right there. But it's pretty hilarious. Oh, Peachy, I'm sending your Jeter to Urban and to you from there. Just send it. Just do the same. It will be cheaper. Got a nice little Jeter for you. That's sweet. Your pitching woes started when he signed Mike Hampton back in the day. Our pitching woes started when they built a field at 5,280 feet. A faster fastball doesn't matter. It's how much life there is. A guy can throw 99 with no life and give up homers. Oh, I completely agree with you, but I've stood there and swung at a 99 mile an hour and swung at a 90 mile an hour, and the difference is stark. And if you can change speeds and have a great fastball like that, a slower fastball, you know, like a four seam. Well, actually, your four seam should be faster. Four seam, two seam, maybe a cut fastball or something. But you know, if you can take and give a little bit different speed to that, and then throw in a nice change up there, ooh, that's really good. We were all kids at heart. Oh, that's for dang sure, man. I have a lot of Frasers, Meadows, and Adeles I want to get graded. Yeah. So this, I don't know if I'm sure I've showed this multiple times. What's up, Urban? But this is the next grading submission that I have. So this is my bulk submission because this one is 50 cards plus. This one just hit 50 cards, so I can finally send it in. Blackman. I have a few Pokemon cards in here. Todd Helton rookie, Babe Ruth, Arenado. I got 3 of his rookies going in. Soto. It's his rookie debut card. There's another rookie Soto. Tatis's. Guerrero. A little Shohei action. Shohei. Walker Buehler. Got one from Holiday and one from Series, 2? Series 1. That one should be fun. Getting that one graded. Tim Tebow. I've got 3 of his going in. 2 rookie cards. And his first Bowman, which I'm kind of excited about. Bulk is $50. I'm sorry, 50 cards or more, and you get $10 per card at 50 cards or more. If you do 100 cards or more, you get them at $8 a card. Pete Alonso, gold. Several Pete Alonsos here that are being sent in for grading. Then we've got some Nick Senzel short print. Acuna bat down. Another Acuna bat down. Or, not bat down, but gold label. This one's numbered to 50, the Class 3 blue, which is pretty cool. Galarraga rookie Eloy. There's an Austin Riley gold, which I believe is to 50. Yeah. 50. Guerrero green, that's going to be numbered to 99. Arenado to 150. 75, sorry. Blue 75. Tom Glavine, rookie. I actually have a second one of those that I think I'm going to try and get graded also. Derek Jeter. We're going to have an Acuna patch. All-Star game. Blackman, this one's numbered to 150. Draft pick for Derek Jeter. This is 92. Another Derek Jeter in his minor league scrubs. Another Manny Ramirez. Not another one, but Manny Ramirez in his Indians prospect uni. Bats up Acuna. And then these are 3 cards that Kaz sent me to send in with his bulk submission. So these are from Kaz, and all 3 of these are going to be going in to get graded. And hopefully can get some decent grades on those. They're not in bad shape, you know, a little rough around the edges, but if you could get them sleeved up or put in some nice holders, that'll be good. Slabs. We got a bat relic from Cargo, who was one of my favorite players for a long time. It's the Yankee Stadium seat from Babe Ruth Metal Collection. Pretty cool card. Here we've got a Tim Raines. It's a Hall of Fame. I have 2 of these cards. There's only 10. These are numbered to 10. This is 8 of 10, and I've got like 8 of 10 and 4 of 10, I think. And then here's a Austin Meadows. This is going to be numbered to 25. That patch. And then here's a Nolan Arenado flawless autograph numbered to 7. 7 of 7, so it would be an eBay 101. It's pretty cool. Got that one out of a break, which I was super excited about. Didn't even know I got it. Just showed up in the mail. Break not sold out. You're right, it's not. We're gonna have to try and get that thing sold out. Yeah, please buy in if you guys are interested. We've got 19 spots left. I'll show you what the break is. Break includes all 4 of these. Gold label, optic, and chrome update. Plus a Topps gallery and a Topps update blaster. So let me zoom this camera out a little bit. There you go. So that should give you a good idea of what's in this break. So these 6 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $16 a spot plus $4 shipping gets you 1 draft pick in this team or in this break. And if you can draft, oh come on, stop giving me commercials. You have a better chance at getting your team, or at least a team that gives you a decent return. So that's not bad. Joe Adell will be better than Matt Kemp. I started picking up a bunch of cards and want to get some graded. I think I've got a few 10s. You probably do, my friend. Adell and Trout will be the faces of the game. Really? You think Adell, huh? Be the faces of the game? Austin Farmer, buy me a spot. If I had money. Guys, let's get this break sold out from last week. 19 spots left, $16, 1 team, shipping $20. Yeah, there you go. Be fun to break. Yeah, it would be a lot of fun to break today. But I somehow doubt that's going to happen. We could break today, though. More than likely, it'll be Friday. Once again. That's okay. Like I said. I do need to get another order into Blowout cards. They've got some decent sales still going on Blowout. And I've been pretty impressed with a lot of the prices I've been finding on there, so. No, I didn't steal her money. And if your mom wants a refund, she can take a refund, but that's how these things work, you know. We can't break it until it fills, so. Take some time. Scouts grade Adele at 65 overall on the 20 to 80 scouting scale. So that scouting scale, Austin, I should have you on here to talk about that because I don't know much about that scouting scale. I used to sit with the scouts at the Asheville Tourist games when I had season tickets there. And I'd sit right behind home plate, and it was just me and like 15 scouts, all with radar guns. And so I just sit there and talk to them for a while, but never really remembered a lot of the technical stuff they talked about, you know, as far as the ins and outs of their job and how they evaluate players. Kind of in general terms, we did, but that's it. All right, yeah, thanks, Dearman. Yeah, just a reminder that it's, unfortunately it takes time, but it is what it is. There's other people, there's other breakers out there that can fill their stuff. They throw it on and they fill that break like immediately. I'm like, my goodness, you guys have just great followings or just good marketing or whatever it is. But that is a weird scale, 20 to 80. That's interesting. So you're telling me that Eddie Harris won't need the Vaseline baseball in Colorado and that he will have a 72-mile-per-hour fastball? Yeah, the Vaseline ball in Colorado would probably turn it into a normal breaking ball elsewhere. I don't know. Although, in fairness, Vaseline would probably put an effect on the ball that would be more like, well, it would still depend on how you release it. I spoke to a scout at an Aggie game, and he said it took him 14 years to get his position. I just want my foot in the door as a scout. That's all you need, man. That's really all you need. That's what I would do I would get some season tickets to those really like single A small affiliate teams and start talking to a ton of other scouts. That's the games they're at. I mean, my goodness, they were there every single game, at least 10 to 15 scouts. It was crazy. At everyone. You're probably going to have a ton at baseball game or at college baseball games too. So if you get a bunch of tickets there, I would just start talking to guys that way. But it's all about who you know, Austin. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And in that field, you're probably going to have both. You're going to have to prove you know something about these players, obviously, but you got to know somebody. So start meeting people. What's up, JDLS? Good to see you, man. Sorry, I'm not really opening anything right now. I opened everything at the beginning, and now I'm just talking about various sports. But we did open a cool card today. So I went through these Panini Prisms, and I got two decent numbered cards. This is a Jimmy Garoppolo that's going to be numbered to like 200 something, 299, 249. But we got this Mark Ingram the second sticker auto, numbered to 15. Look at that, Shaboygmo. Should look that up. Wonder how much that's going for. eBay it, baby. What was this? Panini Prism? 19. Oh, I guess that was perfect where I had it. So the red, that's to 15, not autoed. One's going for $10. Applying for an internship for a scouting company this summer. Working on player projections on my computer. Dude, both of those things are going to be perfect. Where's this internship at? Who's it for? Made it to the USA. Urban! Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the freest country in the world. You smell that free air? Taste it. Tastes good, don't it? Buy spots on the break. I feel the fire from those boxes. I do too, to be honest with you. I've seen a lot of these optic boxes open, and quite a few hot boxes. I'm surprised at how many hot boxes I've seen open. I've opened 2 myself, and neither of them were hot boxes, so I'm really hoping this one is, because that'd be legit ski. Urban got cards from the bag in the break already. If you haven't seen Urban's channel, he's got this thing called the bag, where he just throws random stuff in from people that hey, throw it in the bag. And somebody's going to get that whole thing, or maybe somebody already got it, I can't remember. Or it's giving season to buy a spot and give to a friend, that's right, good Christmas gifts. This is always a tough time, I'm assuming, for other businesses it is, but it's a tough time of year, because people are trying to spend money on Christmas gifts and other things, and breaks are usually personal. You know, it's usually you're buying a break for yourself. We don't have money to spend on ourselves right now. We're spending it on other people. So, yeah, freedom isn't free, that's for sure. And it shouldn't be. If freedom was free, then everybody would do it. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Perfect Game USA. #1 scouting company in America. They have a station in Texas. I'd literally be a scout for a summer. They'd have me go to showcases, enter data into their website. How do you get something like that, Austin? How do you get an internship? You have to apply for it, or you have to know somebody? #1 besides Baseball America. Interesting. Baseball America does that too. Okay, I'm looking through these Mark Ingrams. Here it is. Oh, it's only $15 for the Sensational, but that's numbered to 20. Mine's numbered to 15, which is a little better, but not much. Well, this one's numbered to 10, and it's only $18. When did that sell? November 22nd. Alright, well, we'll see how this goes. May have to send that in and grade it. It's kind of right on the cusp of being gradable. It's over the $8 or $10 threshold for the 50 card submission, so it's kind of right in there. We'll see. You can apply on their website. That's cool, man. Stopped in for a break from Emporia, Kansas, heading for Oklahoma. Emporia, Kansas. Are you driving right now, JDLS? Because that's, yeah, you're driving all over the Midwest. Those are tough states to drive across, I'll tell you that. Boring. Have to send a resume. All right, cool. Must be a good break if you're traveling for it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you gotta stop in and see them. That's funny. Maybe Friday again. Yeah, what do you got going for a break, Urban? You got anything special or planned? What is your break? You can pitch it right now if you'd like. By the way, Urban is here, so I can finally do that. Oh, Peachy. Lucky for me, I have 6 years experience as a statistician for a newspaper company. Yeah, that's great, man. I took statistics in college, and that's a tough class. It was one of the toughest math classes I'd taken. Which is interesting because I taught algebra after, well, and I was a tutor for algebra during college. I taught college algebra, and, you know, I was kind of a math guy. I'm pretty decent with numbers. Which is weird because I'm definitely more of a creative thinker. Like, this is much more my speed. Getting on YouTube and, you know, chatting and doing this kind of stuff. Like, you know, I'm a pretty outgoing guy, extrovert, and pretty decent with conversation. And, you know, I could talk about stuff for a while. So I kind of thought that would be what I would do more, and I ended up being an accountant. So definitely need an analytical thinker, and I'm not as analytical. However, I am good with numbers. I don't know why math was always easy for me, and I think it's because it made sense. Like, it was just either the answer, I mean, it's either right or wrong, you know, you know, and there was some certainty to it, whereas in English there was a lot of subjectivity, you know, especially if you're doing creative writing. There's a lot of subjectivity to how they grade you. So, Chat Town Sports, what's up, my man? Good to see ya. That's a good call, Dearman. Yeah, it's the best Christmas gift ever to give to someone to get them into collecting. I love that the youth are getting into collecting, and I really enjoy watching my nieces and nephews get excited about it, and even you, Dearman. You know, it's exciting to see you guys get into collecting, because it really is tough. And there's a lot of channels out there that are doing kind of an injustice to the collecting game right now by opening the $27,000 boxes of Topps cards. And to me, that's just, you know, ridiculous. You know, the sport shouldn't be for those rich people, and it's not. So I saw there was a video that some guy opened a $27,000 box of Topps cards, and in the comments there were a bunch of people that were just turned off to collecting by it. Oh, collecting's not the same as it used to be, only rich people, blah blah blah. Well, that's not the case. You know, $27,000 box is not normal in collecting. None of us are buying those boxes. It's like super rare. But yet, all those people were like, well, we're never collecting because look at how expensive it is. Oh, that's unfortunate. You just turned a bunch of people off to collecting by providing a huge $27,000 box with who knows what in it, you know? That to me is just a waste. I mean, that's such a crapshoot. 27 grand, you're never getting that back. And you get an invitation to a party where you get to hang out with Ken Griffey Jr. Great. That's not worth anywhere close to 27. He's just a man. He's just a man. I would never pay to hang out with somebody. Are you kidding me? He's just a man. I mean, he's not any better or worse than me. He's just an individual. He has a talent in a certain area, but as a person, why would I want to spend money to hang out? I mean, if I'm going to spend money, I want to play a baseball game with him, and I actually pitch to him or something. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, math is logical. It's easy to. There's right and wrong answers. I hate business analysis. That class has algebra, statistics, and I can't even remember the third class as hell. Calculus is the other one, I'm sure. A neighbor said he started taking Adderall in the class. So many people were taking Adderall to get through college. It's absolutely ridiculous. And now all these rehab centers are full of women that are addicted to Adderall. I mean, it's affecting both genders, but there's a lot of women that are getting addicted to Adderall, and it's a real problem. Then buy all of us a spot, Dearman. Yeah, Merry Christmas to us. Funkin had food poisoning from Taco Bell. What? I love Taco Bell. Love Taco Bell. Unfortunately, it's probably the most unhealthy place you can eat out of all the fast food restaurants, and I love it. Remember when packs were 50 cents a pack? No, I don't remember it. Funkin', I'm not that old. Old man. It is just crazy. My dad he told me about how he would go get Sugar Baby, those Sugar Daddy candies, like caramel on a stick, caramel and chocolate or something on a stick, and he would go get those for 5 cents at his like little candy shop when he was younger, and this big Sugar Daddy, like little pop. It's like a sucker thing, but it's caramel. And anyways, he would get those. Yeah, it does turn people off. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's just $27,000 for cards. Come on, especially when you don't know what's in it. If you're gonna spend 27,000, go and buy a Mickey Mantle. Or buy a really good card of somebody that you want, something that you know is gonna appreciate in value over time. Zach Trample charges $1,000 for you to hang out with him at a game. Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. I would never pay a dime to hang out with somebody. Nope. I may pay to go see like a comedian, and that's kind of like paying to hang out with somebody, but I'm not going to pay much. Those tickets would have to be pretty cheap. I would pay to see like Joe Rogan. I'd probably pay to see him. He's worth it. But other than that, I really don't like give my money to concerts or, unless they're really talented. Like I would have paid to see Linkin Park. Absolutely. Very, very talented band. Probably one of the most talented bands of the last 20 years, in all fairness. And those guys were straight talent. Yeah, dude, calculus, I had to try and take calculus online because I didn't graduate from college in the appropriate amount of 4 years. And so 10 years after that, they're like, you still need to take this calculus class. And finally, they changed the bulletin so I didn't have to. But taking calculus online, I'm pretty decent at math. And I'd never failed a class in my life, but I failed that calculus online 3 times. At least, I think 3 times. Finally, they were like, we don't require that anymore. In a classroom, not a big deal, it's much easier, but just to read calculus out of a book and teach yourself, come on, it's almost impossible. It's ridiculous. I'm on anxiety meds because that class is triggering my anxiety. Yeah, I imagine, man. I would pay to meet my childhood heroes. Yeah, that might be valuable. Kind of depends. I don't know. They're still just people. A lot of times, the mystique is better than the reality. Like once you meet reality and they kind of break the illusion of who they are, that's sometimes not so good. I'd almost rather just keep the illusion in my head of who I think they are. 35 cents in 1987 tops and 69 cents for jumbo packs. When that was back in 87? Paul Deich, welcome. It's good to see you, my friend. We had a penny candy shop in my town. Wow, penny candy. That's awesome. I'll drop Charlie in an envelope and send Friday. Is your address in the About page? Yes, it is, Opeachy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that a lot. It's very nice of you. Yeah, very nice. I'll send you something back. I always like to send something back. I got plenty of extras to send stuff back, so yeah, I'll hook you up. LP was amazing live. I'm so bummed out that I didn't get tickets to see them live. I'm so before Chester died. Super frustrated. I was super excited to go to a concert because I had planned to go to a Linkin Park concert, and bang. What can you do? All my money goes to the silver and baseball cards. Doing a lot of silver, huh, Paul? You do any gold buying? I have some gold and silver. I've done a little collecting of both. And then I've invested mostly in some crypto outside of my properties. I bought a few properties that are my main investments, but crypto and gold and precious metals is kind of solid for me right now. You know, I can always fall back on the metals, and crypto's much higher risk, so you know, I diversified into metals, which are much lower risk, and then some crypto, which is much higher. So we'll see. But you know, I think the cryptos that I've been investing in have a lot of upside and very little downside. You know, so I'm pretty excited. Eminem live, I probably would have paid for that. Will, what's good, man? Good to see you. I always love when you show up in my breaks. Gunner, your breath is awful. Whoa, he just yawned and good night. Woo, bro. Austin says, I've been in school 6 years, took a year off, and was part-time community college. Going part-time really messed it up. Yeah, man, I was in school I did 5 years on campus, and then it took me another 9 years after that to actually finish my degree. You know, I got into business and started making money, and I just didn't feel like I needed it, but I already spent, what, $60,000, $80,000? 80 plus, on $100,000 on a degree. You better finish. You know, might as well get the paper. So I finally got my degree. My diploma came about 6 months ago. So I'm finally a college graduate at 34. Which is wild. Foo Fighters live. JDLS, I almost went to the Foo Fighters concert when I was out in Vegas. They had Foo Fighters on Friday and Saturday night, but then we found out they weren't playing Friday night. It was only Saturday, and we were leaving Saturday, so I didn't get tickets. But my buddies had to eat their tickets because they bought them. So that was like $100 a pop for those tickets. But that would have been cool to see, Foo Fighters. Although I don't know, seeing a concert in Vegas makes me wary. Plus they had a country concert going that weekend. Tons of country singers are coming in, like big names. Alright, see you, Urban. Thanks, man. Have fun in America. Don't want to go to prison here. So don't cause any problems. $200 for the Austin City Limits. Lots of good artists there besides Eminem. Besides Iggy. Yeah, of course she's garbage. Eminem is becoming garbage as well. I mean, his old stuff is great, but his newer stuff is just getting way too political. And even he recognized that and said, I gotta back off. Jabs' eBay shut down, I imagine. He's still trying to catch up. He said he was down to 40 packages on his last video that I saw. You know, if you guys didn't see that Jabs video kind of explaining what was going on, I kind of assumed that was the case, where he was, you know, dealing with some personal stuff and some struggles. And, you know, I knew it was going to take him some time to get some stuff out because he just got a little in over his head. And it is what it is. You know, I still trust the guy. I like Jabs, and I feel very bad for what he's going through right now. Because I've been there. I've been through it myself. It's horrible. You know, divorce is something that I wouldn't wish on anybody. And the reason why is because you have your whole life that you've planned out with this person, and all those plans change in a moment. Like in a split second, all those plans are out the window, and your entire life is, you know, upside down. You don't really know what direction you should be looking, basically, much less how to get packages out. You know, he's dealing with a lot personally, so I get it, and I'm all right. I don't need, you know, I don't need to get involved with all the BS that people are talking about. He's a good dude. I'm thinking of doing 9 hours in the spring, but I don't know. I'm just mentally exhausted from the past semesters. Just do it, dude. Crank that stuff out and get it done. That's what I would do. I mean, buckle down and just get it done, because waiting around, although, you have a semester where you get too much going on, you end up failing and you have to take it over again. So, yeah, you might want to spread it out. Yeah, he got way too political, and he does have some hits. Like I said, I think he's realized and is starting to come back, but we'll see. There is a lot of drama, and I don't really have any interest in being part of that stuff. I know that the community has fractured, and that's a little unfortunate because this is a good community. And I honestly think the fracture was probably a good thing. I think there's a lot of guys on the other side of the fracture that, tend to have a lot of drama around them. And anyways, it is what it is. I try to have all my feet in all camps and try to be nice to everybody. And I don't have problems with anybody on YouTube, but there is a lot of drama. It's unfortunate. Parents divorced, then divorced other people, dealt with custody, child support issues. Whole ordeal. One reason I've taken it hard from past breakups. I don't want to get married. Look, I've been through a divorce, man. It was brutal. Been through a lot of gnarly relationships, and I still support marriage. I'm all about it, man. Go ahead and get married, but just know who you are and know who they are. If you can accept them in their current state, how they are right now, as being who they're going to be, they're not going to change, they're not going to become somebody you want them to become. Don't put unrealistic expectations. When you get into a relationship, you got to accept that person exactly how they are, because don't anticipate they're ever going to change. Does anyone would like to donate any cards to my cause? I'm creating card packs for kids that are on too much technology, Fortnite, and TV by giving a pack, and maybe they start collecting. Dragon Fan 10, this is a phenomenal charity idea. It's something that I've actually wanted to do as well. We have parades here that we do in my valley quite often because there's not really much to do here, so we try to throw parades to get the community involved. And I've wanted to put together some little packs that I could hand out to kids while I'm going. They have like Pokemon, football, and baseball. The three things I'm interested in. Maybe some basketball as well. Throw those in there. I thought that'd be a great idea, but I love that you're doing it. And absolutely, I will send and support you with a bunch of base cards of all three of those things. Baseball, football, Pokemon, and I even have some basketball I can send of cards that I don't really care about. And I'll put some hits in there as well. I'd like the kids to be able to pull something fun out of there, that could be a big hit as well. I have a couple of extras of some really decent cards that I'm willing to throw in there. So yeah, I'll send you some stuff, man. If it's your email or your address on your About page, even though I think I probably already have your address. But that's a great charity. If you guys want to help Dragon Fan Tim out with that, supporting, giving some cards to kids, that would be awesome. It'd be awesome. I have a hard time with women accepting what I've dealt with. Just remember, Austin, you've got baggage and they have baggage. Every single person has baggage. And if you're carrying that baggage into a new relationship and putting it on that person, then yeah, that's going to be a problem for all the new relationships that you have. You have got to put that stuff to bed in your past, or you're never going to be in a healthy relationship going forward. So, I don't know how you can do that, but that's just my advice to you. I was with my wife for 12 years before I married her. I was with my wife 11 months before I married her. From the time I met her to the time I married her was 11 months. So that was a huge red flag on my part. Should have been smarter than that, but I wasn't. I was pretty excited to get married, have a family, and move forward. You kind of think, oh, I'm getting older, and then it didn't work out because you jumped the gun. Well, now I'm 34 and single, so I'm starting over again. 1 cent sport cards. Good to see you, man. Welcome. Austin said he's got a ton of comments he can send to you Dragon fans, so that works. Jab's website at yahoo.com. Mail me here. Will do, dude. I'll email you there and we'll get you some cards sent out. Big Harv, good to see you, man. Welcome. Tim's grab packs. Yeah, that's a good idea. You could even sell packs like that. I've been off all social media except for YouTube for 5 years, and I don't miss any of it. Most social media, I believe, is very, very detrimental to the mental health of our nation. And I think if you're on Facebook, Instagram, any of those things, which I'm on all of them, by the way, but just for this, I got off all social media for the last 5+ years, and I just recently got back on because it's helped out with this YouTube channel. You know, I'm able to post updates on cards that I'm pulling or videos or whatnot, but that's all I do. I don't post anything. I don't respond to people's comments. I don't like pictures. I don't want to get involved in any of the social media. But it's almost undeniable that you have to use it if you're trying to make a go of business these days, or in business. You have to have a social media presence. It's just the way it is. Not bad, but it is what it is. I'm here for the community to see big hits that people are lucky enough to get. There's also good conversations. That's why I'm here too. I just like watching packs being opened, and that's why I wish I had more packs to open for you guys more often. But I got a little tight on money, so I didn't want to buy too much stuff. So I will be opening stuff, but it's not going to be as much as I've been opening in the past. Got to slow down on some of that, and so that's why I'm probably going to be switching over to more of a podcast style where I bring on different people and have different topics that we can talk about various weeks. So that'll probably be the majority of my days. Obviously Fridays and Thursdays and Fridays I want to still have for break days, football and baseball. So it's just the rest of those days of the week that are going to be opening a few packs and then just having some chat about sports and whatnot. And today, marriage, apparently. Divorce. Austin Farmer says my buddy was with his wife for 9 years before he married her. Yeah, there's no perfect recipe for that, because I know people that have met and got married after 3 weeks and stayed married for 45 years. And then people who were together for 12 years, then they got married and were divorced within 2. So, there's just no recipe. Met and married my wife in 11 months, just celebrated our 17th anniversary. See? Exact same situation that I was in, except his worked out and mine didn't. So it just depends, if you know. And I thought I knew. I really did. Been married 22 years and with my wife 25 years. Most of it's been really awesome, especially the last 10. And that's what I hear a lot, is that couples that can make it through those first, 10, 15 years of marriage can generally have really strong marriages in the end, unless, of course, the marriage was only held together by the kids for the previous 10 or 15 years. Then that's why you see a lot of those long-term marriages fall apart. Kids move out of the house, they're not happy, they divorce. Yeah, YouTube's basically the only thing I use too. I get on here, and this is where my social interaction for card collecting comes from. Not a lot of people in my valley collect, so I have to get on here to really talk to people about cards. And you guys are the only ones who appreciate my big pulls. If I pull something big and I'm like, oh, you guys, who can I tell? I have to come to YouTube and tell, because you guys get excited. And I get excited for you when I see you guys pull something big. I'm like, whoa, dude, that is awesome. I love seeing big pulls. Or the best, this is my favorite, is when I can pull something big for you. That's absolutely my favorite. Like when I pulled that Ty Cobb proof. Oh man, I was so excited for John's Arcade. I mean, that was one of the happiest moments of my life, because it was just like, look at this thing. For somebody else, also the Bats Down Acuna that I pulled for Isaac, I was super happy about that, dude. I was super happy. Although it's been in there getting graded for months now, it feels like. So I don't know when that thing's coming back. And Isaac changed his name, so I'm going to have to keep an eye out for him because it's harder to track down now. Yeah, congratulations, JDLS. That's an awesome anniversary. My parents just had their 44th anniversary last week. 44 years. Wow. I'm very happy that my parents are still together. That's a rarity, especially that long. So that's pretty cool. They come from different backgrounds too. My dad's parents got divorced multiple times, and my mom's parents never got divorced. So interesting. Never thought I'd make YouTube videos, but here I am. I didn't really think so either. I kind of thought YouTube was, I don't know, it was already established. If you didn't have a channel from back 5 years ago, then you couldn't make headway. But I started to realize that wasn't the case. When I started to do more research about YouTube and being an entrepreneur, this is where I felt like I could pursue new ventures. They did a survey of kids across the UK, US, and Canada. Ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? When we were young, it was like firemen, policemen, stuff like that. Now, the number one answer in the UK and the US was a YouTube influencer. The kids want to be YouTubers. 1.8 billion users out here. I mean, people are making entire careers and livings off of YouTube, and that's going to happen more and more as we continue into the future of technology. And I believe that YouTube's a solid platform. It's going to stay around for a while, you know, as long as they can head off all of these censorship issues that they've been dealing with. All right, let me go back to the chat. Sorry. I put stuff on Instagram. I do Twitter. I do Twitter for my political stuff. So that's where I can kind of vent politically. And I'm anonymous on Twitter, so I try to, you know, I was, before on there, I was just open about everything. And it was causing problems in my family because you get family members that are like, you believe that? And I was like, my goodness, it doesn't mean I love you less as a family member. It's just we believe differently. So I decided to go black, go anonymous, go dark. Go black. That's not what I meant. Go dark. Yeah, I think that is a lot of us wills. Making YouTube videos is not something I thought I was going to do, but now I see the necessity of it. Another friend of mine has been with his girlfriend consecutively without ever breaking up and hasn't proposed yet. College debt is the main reason, though. Yeah, I think that marriage is not necessarily, well, it's certainly not necessary at all from a state level. I don't know why the state has to sanction marriage at all. What do they have to do with it? If you want to be with somebody, be with somebody. You know, call yourselves married. I don't care. It's your life. 1 cent sport cards. Once you make 20 years, I call it 20 to life. You're all set. Sorry, there's a emergency alert on my phone. There's an injured police officer near me, I guess. Not that near me. Consecutively, most of my girlfriends don't last 11 days. Don't worry about it, man. They'll last. You just gotta get comfortable with yourself. Patreon is tough to grow, but really connects you to channel fans in a good way. I've thought about doing Patreon, but I'm not going to be putting together boxes to ship out. I can't do a subscription thing, and if that's what people expect from my Patreon, then I'm not going to do one. The only reason I would do a Patreon is for, to support the channel, and I don't really need people to, put up money for microphones or anything. I got everything I need set up, so it would just be to buy product at that point. So I might do it at some point to continue having product that we can open on the channel, but that would be the only reason I would do it. Because it does get kind of expensive. I feel you on polling for other people. Did you see the Joey Bart photo variation I polled last night for Pauly? No, I must have left just before that or in between. I was in and out quite a bit, but I watched the majority of your stream. And dude, Pauly had like everything you pulled basically. I mean, the dude hit like every variation you could hit. So I think I saw it. I just don't know which one you're talking about specifically. John's Arcade's back. Welcome, man. People married for 44 years, and I'm terrified to be 50 years old. Ah, dude, I cannot wait until I'm old. I'm actually happy with how old I am right now, but when I'm old, I can wake up at like 5 a.m. or 10 if you're a late riser or late bloomer or an early riser. Go into town later, buy some strawberries for the missus because she's going to make a pie. Probably stop by McDonald's, have coffee with the boys, and grumble about the State of the Union. And then who knows? There's probably going to be a game coming on around 2:30, so I might sit down and watch that. Probably fall asleep in my easy chair. And then it's dinner time. Probably not going to be doing buffets, so it's going to be me and the wife. I'll probably either cook some barbecue or she'll do a soup, nice little soup. Portobello harvest grain, maybe in a bread bowl, sourdough bread bowl. Then, the kids are going to call, grandkids are going to call in the evening, and so got to kind of have that opened up for them. So that sounds like a pretty perfect day for me. Yeah, being old, I can't wait. Kind of shuffle around in my penny loafers. I'm a figment of everyone's imagination. What's your Instagram? I think it's El Canon. Politics are just a non-starter. No one's mind will ever change. They think discourse in politics is dead, and that's the problem. I don't disagree with you at all, 1 cent. That's generally true. That's why I use Twitter as just a way to vent, like writing a letter and tearing it up. That's how I use Twitter. It's just like if you get irritated about something, it's not trying to change anybody's mind. It's where I can vent stuff. And it's been good, honestly. It's, therapeutic almost. I have the body of an 80-year-old. Don't worry, I do too. Paulie cleaned up, dude. That Joey Bart variation was sick. Numbered to 99. Urban looked it up, and it's like a $150 card, I guess. Dude, that's legit. Cool, man. Yeah, on Instagram, you should just see pictures of big polls that I get. So that's usually what I post on Instagram. And then notifications about videos. So if you follow me there, that's where you will see the pictures of most of the polls from anything big that I get. So I try to post a big poll every day. So I'll post that Mark Ingram the second after this. Biggest poll from the day, I guess. But, all right, guys, that's going to probably do it for me today because I don't have any other content. I do want to throw this Mega Baseball Mixer in there again. So if you guys have any interest in buying into this, we are going to try and break that either tomorrow or Friday. So Mega Baseball Mixer number 6. I will try and get down to maybe 5 spots left. If we can sell down to 5 spots, that means 14 spots is all we have to sell. I'll take the last 5, and that way we can get it sold. So at least I can do something there, try and help out. So buy your spot, reserve it today. And my 57-year-old people call me Gramps and Santa. It sucks. I guarantee you Santa's going to be coming down the pike for me. You know, once this beard starts to turn color, I'm going to have to be the Santa guy at every single Christmas party my nieces and nephews have. Everything every Christmas event, I'm going to have to be Santa. So I can't wait for this break either, Wills. I'm excited about it. It'll be good. Like I said, I'll take the last 5. And if you guys know anything about my spots, whenever I take spots in a break, I'm willing to trade those to whoever's willing to trade. So if I have a team that you want, I will definitely trade it to you. You just have to be the first one to ask me. That's how I do it. So that's going to do it for today. Thanks for stopping by, guys. This has been Lunch Breaks Live for your... wait, how does it go? Lunch Breaks Live. Sports breaks and chat for your midday woes. I got to try and get that down. Lunch Breaks Live. Sports break and chat for your midday woes. I'm El Kanan. Thanks, guys. Peace out. Have a good one.